Hello, everyone. Yeah, this is the preview of the Rolex Austrian Grand Prix. Yeah, for the 2022 Formula One season. So let me pronounce it properly. So it says Formula One Rolex Grosse Prix von Austria 22 2022 Spielberg Preview Austria. So yeah, the circuit information. Yeah, you got traction. You got three. So that means, there's quite good traction on that circuit. You can accelerate from some of the braking zones. Braking, you got three. I mean, there's a couple of heavy braking zones, but not too much. It's kind of like a flowing track. So it's in between one and five. So maximum is five and minimum is one. And lateral stress, you have three. Let me see. So you have about 13 corners. So yeah, lateral stress is not gonna put too much lateral stress on the tire, because some circuits you got like 22 corners, like even like yeah, in Saudi Arabia you got like 22 corners or 23 corners or something like that. So yeah, and when you go to tire stress, you got three. I mean, it's quite hot in Austria, Spielberg, yeah. So that should contribute a bit to the tire stress, but it shows you the durability of the tires if they don't get too stressed out by a fast circuit like that. So yeah, that's quite impressive. And when you talk about track evolution, they've given it three. So they're saying that the track evolves over the weekend, but it doesn't pick up too much, it kind of stabilizes. So that's reasonable. And then you got asphalt grip, you have three. I mean, I would have expected a little bit more, but that's okay for the moment. Then asphalt abrasion, you got four. And downforce, you have three. So you don't really need too much downforce. It's a flowing track, and you need medium downforce. You need some for the low speed corners, but you also don't need too much for the straights. And moving on, you have race distance, which is 306.452 kilometers. The circuit length is 4.318 kilometers. And the number of laps is 71, and the lap record is Carlos Sainz 2020 when he was driving for McLaren with a 105.619. So now let's check out the tire compounds for the Austrian Grand Prix. So you got a C3, which is hard, you got a C4, which is medium, and you got a C5, which is soft. So basically, they have chosen the same tire compounds as the British Grand Prix, even though the circuit characteristics may differ. Pirelli has gone for this option, and probably through the simulations and the computer, that's the best options they could have went with. And you have the new 18-inch Pirelli tire for this season. The minimum starting pressure for the slick tires, the front is 24.0 psi. So the front is 24.0 psi and the rear is 20.0 psi. And the EOS camber limit is minus 3.25 degrees for the front, and the rear is minus 1.75 for the rear. So yeah, the preferred tire over the span of the weekend, probably it will be the medium tire. Is quite durable, and it will give you some kind of pace. So expect people to do their long stints on the mediums. And yeah, the number of laps is 71, and it's kind of a short track. And I always remember the Austrian Grand Prix just finishes so quick. It's kind of a short track. Zoom, 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 and then they're back again. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. See how the teams react. After the British Grand Prix, They got a few days to prepare for another Grand Prix, and yeah, to me, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, if you like the content, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the content. Don't forget to drop a comment on the video. And then yeah, uh, smash that subscribe button as well. So yeah, we can move forward. So yeah, and after 10 rounds of 22 rounds of the Formula One season, obviously the Austrian Grand Prix is gonna be the 11th round. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna exaggerate. I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy the British Grand Prix. It looks like the Ferrari has pace, the Red Bull has pace, and Mercedes are looking to get themselves in the mix. So if Mercedes get themselves in the mix, and it's gonna be okay for me. It's gonna be like a freeway battle with six drivers, and maybe McLaren might push up the levels as well, and Aston Martin will be looking to do well, coming towards the summer break. So yeah, and yeah, they have to manage Formula One properly. At the moment they gotta make it exciting. They can't just Max can't just win every race. It's gonna get boring. When Lewis was winning every race, everyone got bored of it. When Michael was winning every race, everyone got bored of it. So there has to be a mix. And I thought Ferrari done well last weekend to kind of show equal settings to the drivers, because Leclerc asked to overtake Sainz. They said to him, nah, you have to race. And then after they switched positions when Sainz couldn't match the times that they gave him to Leclerc. And then Sainz disobeyed orders, and they gave him a pit. Basically, they pitted Sainz and they never pitted Leclerc. So from earlier, they just switched it around in favor of Sainz. So yeah, I feel like they dealt with it properly. And yeah, on to the next one. Respect.